Long have the shadows of the Misty Mountains grown and now fall on the eaves of Lothlorien, the heart of elvendom in Middle-earth. Foul creatures multiply in the darkness beneath the cold peaks and grow ever bolder with the final days of the Third Age. One such warband has gathered up beasts and monsters of all kinds and launched a daring raid in the black of night, stalking and hoping to burn and cut the borders of the elven realm in their arrogance. But the elves under the Lady are far-sighted and muster a well-planned defence of their woods. Both sides are determined to stop the other dead in their tracks, seeking out the captains of the enemy and hoping to strike quickly and decisively.
Hello and welcome to Striding Edge Games. I am Julian.
I'm Boris.
And we are here today with a match play game for you.
Yeah.
We have the forces of Moria against the forces of Lothlorien.
Yeah, nice big 800-point game, actually.
Yeah, it's an 800-point game. There's quite a lot of models on both sides.
Surprisingly similar model
Yeah,
counts,
surprisingly
which is a bit of
similar.
a weird one, but we'll get on to. We've got our first attempt at a split board, green and brown, grey. So we're sort of in the foothills, somewhere between Lothlorien and the Misty Mountains. They're actually quite close together.
Yeah.
And Assault on Lothlorien is an army.
Yes.
And it was goblins. So they have beef, historic beef, these two forces. So we thought it'd be a fun one to do. And we tried to show that we're in somewhere in the foothills. We decided not to deploy with the elves down on the green and the goblins up on the grey.
Felt a little bit too on the nose.
On the nose, but also the elves are like low down and all that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So they're attacking side by side. We are playing Assassination. Nice and quick, easy game, hopefully. Simple rules-wise, what are our objectives?
So we both have to designate a single hero to be an assassin,
Can't be the general.
Which can't be our generals, and unless we only had
Yeah.
a general. And we both must designate a single target, which is a hero in the enemy army, who also can't be the enemy general, unless there was only one.
Yep.
And essentially, most of the points come down to whether you kill that target or not.
I think all the points.
I think it's.
Oh no.
Is it 3 points if you wound them? It's 6 points if you wound them with the assassin. 9 points if you kill them.
Yep, and 12 points if the assassin kills them. So the vast majority of the points in the game, you do get 1 or 3 for general wounded or dead. You get 1 or 3 for broken and unbroken.
Pretty standard.
You get 1 for your assassin still being alive at the end of the game, and you get 1 for you score 1 if the model your opponent chooses is still alive at the end of the game.
Okay, yeah.
So it's actually up to 13 points is to do with the assassin and the target, and then the rest
14,
is broken.
I guess. Assassin and target.
Yeah. So we won't give away. It'll be up on the bottom of the screen now. Between me and Jules, it's slightly more obvious on the goblin side. I genuinely have no idea which one he's chosen. Army-wise, I am playing Moria. It's a bit of an odd one, so it's only about 30-something models.
Yeah, you're a slightly low model count Moria army.
Especially for 800 points.
But it's because you've taken a couple of expensive choices.
It's a shenanigans Moria list, so it does have a bunch of goblins, but it has several quite pricey for Moria heroes. It's got Druzag, the big leader, who's a general. Groblog with a shiny crown.
Durburz.
Durburz, sorry. Durburz, Groblog with the shiny crown. Druzag, who's the
Beast Caller.
The Beast Caller wizard magic caster, and some bats. A Warg Marauder, because we had the model and we thought this would be a good excuse to paint it up. So that's a legacy choice, but that'd be fun to use it.
So is Groblog.
Oh yeah, true. A couple of legacy choices, and the Watcher in the Water. We were trying to maybe get a dragon painted up in time, because that would be quite scary even for elves. But not today. Maybe another match play game.
Yeah.
So the Watcher will be popping out at some point soon, hopefully, and doing shenanigans.
Yeah, which is where the obvious assassin comes from.
Maybe.
I mean,
none of the rest are particularly good.
6 attack model
With strength 6.
with strength 6 that is a monster.
Yeah, and has his grasping tentacles. For the elves, what have you got?
So it's a sort of quite a standard Lothlorien army. I actually painted this one up. They've been sort of on the channel before, but not in their proper form.
Yeah.
I painted this up for the Scouring event last year.
Yep.
I have Galadriel, I have Celeborn, I have Haldir, and I have a random elven captain.
Sure, why not?
But yeah, so it's tough, high fight,
Yeah. You've got the mirror,
relatively elite.
especially compared to goblins.
Compared to goblins, and a ton of magic.
Yeah.
But it's also actually surprisingly numerous. I think I've got 36 models.
Yeah, it's quite scary in terms of numbers. Again, we're almost equal because after Celeborn and Galadriel, you don't have that many big points.
No, and even, I mean, Galadriel's 150
points
points with the mirror, that's
less than the Watcher.
less than the Watcher.
Yeah.
And Celeborn's only 125, I think. So yeah.
Interesting. As we said, we're playing Assassination partly because it's quite simple and interesting, but partly because it also has the Dead of Night special rule. The goblins have 15 or 16 bows. The elves have
12 or so.
12 or so, and obviously elf shooting is pretty horrific. So we thought just to throw the goblins a bone, we would add the Dead of Night, so there won't be any shooting or magic over 12 inches away. The goblins also get to ignore the... they ignore that.
You get to shoot.
They get to shoot their 18-inch bows. They also get +1 to wound. Could be good. But once the elves are within 12, all bets are off. As you can see in deployment, we're not that far away from 12 inches away anyway. So it could be good. And the game ends unbroken. That's quite nice and simple. There's nothing too complicated. There's no objectives on the board or anything like that. Predictions. How do you think this is going to go?
I think, it's going to go two ways. If you're trading with me, then that's fine for me, basically.
Oh, you mean 1 for 1?
1 for 1.
Yeah.
And I think you'll struggle to trade.
Yes, I think so.
But the Watcher
Is the chaotic element in this.
is a sincerely chaotic element.
We've got the Marauder. Again, I've literally had to look up the rules for him just now because I have no idea how it works. Could be fun. And a decent amount of bows. Maybe we'll do some damage with shooting. We've got a drum as well. We've got a black shield drum. So the goblins are +1 courage, which is nice. And I get a big bubble
and
of
you've got a giant 18-inch banner bubble.
Elves have -1 courage, but I don't think that's really going to come into effect.
No, I mean, it's not too bad, and we probably won't be taking courage checks that much unless we're charging the Watcher.
Yeah, who knows? But hopefully, I think basically there are enough shenanigans on the goblin side. If the shenanigans pay off, it might go well.
Yeah.
If they fall flat first try, it might be an uphill struggle for them. But we have Mountain Dweller, so that's what will help us for the uphill struggle. All right, I think that's plenty. Should we roll for priority?
Let's do it.
First turn. Goblins roll a big 4. Not bad. A 4
for the elves. Oh no, sorry. I'm touching the mirror. It's a 5.
Gosh, darn elven priority nonsense. All right, so
is the Watcher coming this turn?
Oh God, I don't know about that. Let's decide that later. We'll go into the army overview lists and see you in turn 1.
$801 points of Lothlorien. There are 36 models, 12 of them have bows, and a breakpoint of 19. The army is led by Galadriel, and there are 4 warbands. The first warband is led by Galadriel, the Lady of Lothlorien. She has taken the mirror, and she is accompanied by 8 Galadriel warriors, 4 with spears and 4 with shields. They are all upgraded with the Lorien Guard special rule. Additionally, there is a single Wood Elf Sentinel and 3 Lothlorien warriors with elven bows. The second warband is led by Celeborn. He has 1 Galadriel warrior with a banner and 8 more. They're all upgraded as Lorien Guard, and 4 have elven spears, 4 have shields. The third warband is led by Haldir, the Galadriel captain. He is upgraded with an elven cloak, an elf bow, and heavy armor. He is accompanied by 4 Lothlorien warriors with elven bows and 2 with nothing. The last warband is a single Galadriel captain with 3 Lothlorien warriors with elven bows and 2 Lothlorien warriors with elven spears.
$801 points of Moria, 45 models in 5 warbands with a breakpoint of 23. The first warband is Durburz, Goblin King of Moria, leading 16 goblins, 4 with bow, 4 with shield, 4 with spear, and 2 prowlers. The second warband is Groblog, leading 12 goblins, 4 with bow, 4 with shield, and 4 with spear. The third warband is Druzag the Beast Caller. He's leading 5 goblins, 3 with bow, 2 with shield, 3 fell wargs, 1 bat swarm and 1 warg marauder. The fourth warband is a Moria Black Shield captain. He's leading 2 Black Shield warriors and 1 Moria Black Shield drum, which consists of 2 models. The fifth and final warband is the Watcher in the Water. He's on his own and gets to pop out of the board, do all sorts of funky things. We'll explain it in the game. Start of the turn, the elves decided to give the goblins priority. We chose not to bring the Watcher in yet. We've been incredibly boring. We've basically stood still because we are within range for most of our bows of 18. We're out of range for most of the elf shooting. A couple of the wargs just repositioned to be nearer Druzag, the caster, and he's going to try a single dice on a Fury Beast 3 up. And it goes off on a 3. That could help later on.
Okay, for the elven movement. The whole line's moving forwards. We can't just stand here waiting to get shot at. The big blob of armoured elves, they're moving up in the middle with Celeborn and Galadriel. They are going to cast magic. We've just done it out of order because it's just easier and it's not really going to change anything. And then on the flanks, the group of elves over here, they're moving in. The captain, he's kind of running towards the main line. We've got a bit of magic to go. We're out of range of any kind of offensive spells, and the Sentinel's not in range yet to lure goblins with his horn. But Galadriel can cast a Blinding Light on a 4 up. She's just going to spend a 3 point of will and completely fail. Okay. Excellent. Celeborn has Aura of Dismay. It's a 6-inch Malice, -1 courage. It's an exhaustion spell, so he might as well just try that. That's out the tray. And also a 1. Excellent.
Fantastic.
Glad I didn't spend any extra will on that. On to the shooting phase.
And starting with goblin shooting, we have a bunch of little shots all over the place. We didn't move with almost everything, so we're hitting on 5s, and we'll see if the Dead of Night actually comes in. Starting with the goblin right at the bottom of your screen, shooting a wood elf with a cloak on a 5. Ooh, there's a big 6. Strength 2, defense 3, 5s, but with +1 to the Dead of Night rule on a 4. Oh, no, not quite. Next goblin, same target, and it's another hit on a 4. No, 3 again. 2 more bows against an armoured elf, 5s, both miss. Moving along the line, 2 more. That is 1 hit, needing a 5 to kill. Oh, no, 1 off again. Just in front of a warg, we have 2 more bows against another armoured elf, both miss. And last in the line, we have 3 more goblins in front of the bats, again targeting an elf. 1 hit, needing a 5 to kill, or not on a 2. And last but not least, we have a warg marauder with 2 shots against a wood elf on the flank. We hit with 1, we need a 4 to kill. We do get 1.
Okay, that was the goblin shooting phase. Let's see if the elven shooting phase is just as bad. We've only got a few things in range because of the night fighting. Starting off with an elf that's in the very bottom corner of the shot. He's shooting at one of the goblins with a bow. Hitting on a 3 because he didn't move. And it's a hit. Oh, that is a dead goblin. So there are 2 more elven bows. First, misses. No reroll because we're not obscured by our cloaks. Second one, also misses. Excellent. Haldir's got expert shot. So 2 hits, 2 shots. He did move, so that is 1 hit. Does it kill? It's on a 5. It does kill. So that is that guy.
And that is the end of turn 1. Not super exciting. 2 goblins to 1 dead elf into priority. Goblins get a big 4.
And the elves get a 3.
Oh, okay, we get to decide who goes first. Start of the turn, we've decided to let the elves go first. It would be good to shoot first, but actually we'd like to react to their moves. So on to the elf movement.
Okay, with the elven movement given to us by the goblins, we have moved our line forwards. We're staying out. Potentially they might get a 7-inch move. So we've tried to stay out of that as much as possible. But we've moved everyone up to bring us into better bow range. Because hopefully this is a trade that the goblins can't afford. We've still got a little bit of magic to go. Celeborn is an easy one again. We're going to try Aura of Dismay on a single dice. And he fails once more. Following up on Celeborn's failure, Galadriel is going to try a single dice Compel on this one lowly Goblin Warrior. 3 up. She just passes.
Okay.
So that's going to work.
That Goblin moves forward for some strange reason.
And finally, we are doing some Elven Magic Horn shenanigans. The Wood Elf Sentinel, who is within 12 inches of Durburz, is going to use the Eldamar Madrigal. Durburz has got to take an intelligence test, and if he fails, then I can move him.
Okay, it's not great, but he is quite smart for a goblin. 6+. That is just on the nose. He's not distracted by these pesky horns. And the goblin movement. We decided this turn not to bring in the Watcher because it kind of gives the game away. He couldn't really do much this turn anyway. We've just advanced the line a little bit, 2.5 inches most of it, so a lot of these goblins will have a shot on a 6. Over on this flank we moved full. The wargs just redistributed a little bit, tried to stay out of range. There's one all the way down here. Tried to stay out of range of the elf bows, but we'll see. The Marauder sat still, so he's got a couple of shots. On to the elf shooting, which we have to weather first, however.
Hey, Editing Boris here. We actually had a slight glitch with the audio for this shooting phase, so I'm just going to do a real quick recap. Essentially, the elf shot first, did a bunch of shots, but the in the ways caused a bit of havoc, and it only led to 1 dead goblin and 1 warg. The goblins shot back with all their bows, everything in the army, and caused exactly 0 wounds. Classic goblin shooting. I'll also take this quick opportunity to say we've added another tier to our Patreon. It's something people have been requesting for a little while, and that is to do with Striding Edge Games dice. These are now available to Green Dragon and the new Last Homely House tier, along with a whole bunch of other benefits, and it really helps the channel out. So please, if you fancy it, have a look and check it out. Cheers, and back to the game.
Biggish priority again. So the goblins get a 3. Elves get a 3, which turns into a 4 with the mirror, so it's their choice.
Elven priority. Thanks to the mirror, the elves have 1 priority. I'm choosing to keep it for this one because I think maybe might do some shenanigans. But I believe you're going to bring in the Watcher.
We're going to try. I think this is the turn to start trying. It is on a 3 up. He immediately pops up before either side moves. Big right. Oh, it's a 6. Big old Striding Edge 6. So we do get to place the Watcher. And with that, we brought on the Watcher this flank. We've just popped him behind the goblins just because he's within 6 to try and pick off some enemies and drag him into combat. Could have put him in the middle, but he would have been much further back. And the other flank has a lot more shooting that we're a bit more scared of. Onto the elf priority moves.
No heroics from either side. We have elven priority. We've started the movement on this side of the board. We've adjusted into sort of quite a solid shield wall. We're just going to pause and start casting a bit of magic. But the Elven Sentinel is using the Lay of Gondolin, which causes all elves within 3 inches to cause terror, which is great. Celeborn might do something in a second, but Galadriel is going to cast a blinding light. With the Watcher on the table, I think it's actually pretty critical that this goes off. So I'm going to spend her free will and 1 of her will on this. The green dice is going to be the will that she's spending. The blue one is the free one. We're looking for a 4 up here. We do get it on the green dice. There we go. Finally, Celeborn is going to use his free will to try a transfix on the Watcher. I'm pretty sure he's within 12 inches. It's a 3 up. Got 1 dice. That casts on a 5. Will you resist?
Yeah, I think it's pretty critical we don't get transfixed this early in the game. So we're going to spend 1 resistant to magic and 2 of his 5 will. So the resistance on red, needing a 5. Yeah, we do resist it, but we don't get any will points back.
The rest of the elven moves isn't much more. We've just advanced the line a little bit. The captain has joined the main kind of battle line, and on the flanks, the archers and the spearmen are holding their position, possibly to get charged by some dogs.
And this is the Moria moves. We decided to use the special rule, the army special rule, Durburz's will. So he activated first. At the beginning of his activation, he calls the special rule. Every goblin gains +3 movement and, +2 movement, so it goes up to a 7, and becomes fearless when charging terror-causing enemies. So helpfully, we didn't have to take any terror checks to charge this blob in the middle. And around the rest of the board, we just try to tag up as many as we could. This little goblin blob here moved and have moved half, so they might be able to do some shots. The Marauders charged in, 2 wargs have charged in, everything else has moved up. The Watchers just shuffled forward 4 inches, but with that blinding light, we might not be able to do too much with the tentacles, but we'll see. Last, we have Druzag, the Beast Caller over here. He's going to cast Enrage Beast on one of the wargs over here, let's say the middle one. He's going to spend 1 point of will and cast on a 3-up. It is on a 6, so he casts.
For the Elven shooting phase, we did a couple of the shots off camera. They came to nothing, but we've got some nice, quite critical shots here where we've got Haldir and 3 bow elves, and they've got a good shot at the Watcher. We're going to start with the 3 bow elves, which basically actually have clear shots towards the Watcher. One of them didn't move. He's on the blue dice. 2 of them did move, so they're hitting on 4s. Then we've got so the 2 shots. There's no in the ways. The Watcher is defense 6, so it is 6s here. Let's see if we get a wound. Nope, no wounds. Haldir's got 2 shots and he's got some might, so maybe it might be worth spending it. But there is a goblin with a spear in the way. And let's see if he hits. No, he doesn't. That is the end of the Elven shooting phase. Goblins?
Goblin shooting, we shot the 4 goblins over here at the elves, did nothing. The Warg Marauder used its lethal union, I think it is called, rule to shoot in combat at the spear support. It hit, missed the combat, but failed to wound, sadly. Finally, we have the Watcher himself. We're going to see how many dice he gets, or how many shots he gets. D6, 4 shots. Okay,
Ooh.
not bad. Let's see where they go. For simplicity, we decided we're going to bully Haldir. We're going to put all 4 shots into him because we are hitting on 6s, sadly, due to the blinding light. See if we can get a 6 on 4 dice. We don't. And we do have a point of might, but we don't even get a 5. So those all miss, thanks to the blinding light. Start of the combat phase, no one's called any heroics. Moria have 2 heroes in combat just over here, but to be honest, no, they're not going to do too much. And I don't think we're going to get to any of the Elven heroes this turn. So on to the regular combats.
Start of the combat phase with Elven priority. We're choosing order and the matchups, but we're going to start at this end where there are 2 wargs. One of them is enraged,
Yeah.
fighting a single elf. You've got 4 attacks?
4 attacks with fight 5, amazingly, from the enraged.
Strength 6, I believe.
Strength 6, so could go really well. Let's see what we've got to beat.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm not going to 2-hand.
Yeah, okay, fair. All out the tray.
Out the tray.
It's getting exciting. A 2.
It's a 2.
We get a double 6.
Yeah, you got that.
Needing 4s on the 1 dice and 3s on the enraged warg. So on the enraged does kill him. On the other one, it kills him twice over. So that is 3 wounds. However, the enraged warg then does die.
Next, there's a 1-on-1 with a goblin and an elf.
Yeah, plucky little goblin. You're 2-handing?
Yeah, I think I will on this one.
Okay.
Might
goblin.
be a risk.
Goblin gets a big 3.
The elf gets
5.
a 4.
He's fine.
5 to 4. Yeah, with the 2-hand, I'm looking for 4s to wound. And, well, I would have done it anyway.
We then have the Warg Marauder. I foolishly shot in the shooting phase, so I don't get an extra attack other than the cavalry bonus, so I am on 2 versus 2 elves.
Yeah,
Support.
kind of a shame we didn't read the rules properly.
That's how it works.
It's a legacy unit. Yeah, I've got 2, you've got 2. Do you want to lead?
Yeah, you're not 2-handing?
I'm not going to 2-hand.
Okay, beat a 6, not
That's
bad.
why I didn't want to 2-hand. Oh, yep.
4 high. Strength 4 on the warg, so we need 5s on 4 dice. Thanks to the cavalry bonus, we get it twice. Kill enough.
Oh, there we go. Now we have a combat. We forgot to mention the Prowler over here on the charge actually threw his dagger and killed an elf.
Yeah.
So he just completed into one of the other frontline elves, which means that we have a 3-on-2.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to 2-hand on the front rank.
Okay.
I kind of need to get some kills on this side.
2-hand on the green.
Yeah, the green one will be the 2-hander.
I've got a prowler and 2 dice, so the prowler's on the red.
Yeah, so you're also 2-handing.
Yeah, got to.
Okay, I'll go this time.
Tabble 1.
Great.
We just about beat it on a 4. Need 6s on the orange and 5s on the red. We get it twice on the single-hander, the two-hander does nothing.
Ouch. Now we have 4 goblins versus 2 elves.
Yep.
It didn't go very well last turn, but I think last combat. But I think I'm going to two-hand again. That's on
Commit.
the green.
Yeah, commit.
Let's go.
Big 5.
It's got a 5.
4 from the goblins. Or only a 4. We do have a drum, which is an 18-inch banner, so 1 reroll. Oh no, we lose on the fight value, but it worked well.
I like it. So the two-hander's going to be getting the kill on a 4, and the other guy is on a 5. Same colours. Yeah, that's not great.
The first of the heroes, we have Groblog with his shiny crown against some elves. 2 attacks from the hero and 1 spear support, so 3 dice. The elves not two-handing?
Yeah, I think you've got kind of some of the attacks here. I'll hold off the two-handing.
Okay, we'll set your bar. Big 6 on
you've got the
Groblog.
6 here. I don't have a thing, but I've got a banner maybe. Let's see if we can get this, turn this into a 6.
Don't you dare. Ooh,
No, it's
cheeky.
a 5.
5s on Groblog, 6s on the goblin. No, we could spend a point of might, but I think we will keep that.
In rapid fire, we've got more combats. 2 goblins versus 2 elves.
Yeah.
I will two-hand with the front one
With the
this
green?
time. With the green.
Lovely. Goblins get a big 4.
I get a 5.
5, the drum reroll. No, it's not enough to win.
5's on the green, 4 on the blue. 1 1s. However, they are Lorien Guard, which means I get to re-roll 1s to wound.
A Black Shield Captain and a Spear Support on 2 elves. Are you two-handing again?
Yeah, I think I will this time.
Okay, keep it going. You set us a bar, why don't you? 5 high.
4 high, because the green is the two-hander.
Well, good point. I'm also two-handing because I have no choice on the orange dice. A 3 high that goes down to a 2. We'll re-roll, banner re-roll the non-two-hander into a 3, so we do lose on the dice.
Obviously, it's Lothlorien, and we've got a bunch of rules that we forget. Celeborn does give +1 to wound to all warriors within 3 inches. But this time, because of two-handed, it means that the Black Shield Captain, that's normally on a 6, is on 4s. And even the Spear guy is wounding on 5s. Let's see if we get it. We really don't.
2 goblins on a wood elf. Are you two-handing?
It's just the single elf. You know what? I'm going to change dice, and I will two-hand.
Okay, the goblins get a big 5.
Okay, and the elf, he gets a 1.
Big 1.
I am within banner range. I'm going to take that into a 4.
Ooh,
so
sadly not.
it's yours.
4's to kill. Double 3. We then have a 2-on-2. 1 wood elf, 1 spear supporting elf. Are you two-handing with either of these?
I'm going to two-hand with both of them.
Nice. Okay, the goblins set your bar a big 6.
Oh, great. No, okay.
And banner reroll.
Banner reroll. No,
No.
that's yours.
4 up on the wood elf first. No. And the second strike. No.
Finally, we have 2 goblins and a prowler versus 1 elf. I'm going to strike normal. You
Okay.
have to two-hand on the prowler.
Yeah, red dice is two-handing. Set us a bar on your dice. There we go.
Got it.
Nice and easy.
With the bonus from Celeborn, it is 4s to wound. I will put it on the prowler because he's nastier.
Out the tray. No.
It's a 2.
And that is the end of the turn. We didn't do too bad in terms of the goblins. We killed a few elves, we took a few casualties in return. Another one, probably another big priority, so we'll go straight into it. The goblins get a big 3.
The elves get a 4.
3 that turns into a 4 with their cheeky shenanigans into the next turn.
With the combat lines really close, obviously we're going to keep the priority on this turn. We want to sort of get the option to choose combats and shut things down. So the Black Shield Captain, also obviously.
We've called a move on the Black Shield Captain right in the middle there because it catches loads. We want to keep the pressure up and re-engage. In response?
Yeah, Galadriel's going to call a heroic move herself, spending 1 of her might. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, it's an evil heroic move. 4, 5, 6 is a good one. Oh, it's evil. That's not good.
And that is the heroic move for the goblins. The line in the middle just re-engaged. The general has thrown in. We've got 3 heroes next to each other there, which maybe isn't great for assassination, but not too bad. The Watcher couldn't really get round to tag anything with its 4-inch move. And we're trying to be generous with the measuring because it should be on a larger base this edition. So it's just moved back behind the lines to maybe get out of the way of some of that shooting. The goblins just reshuffled and a couple over here engaged. We did tag Haldir to stop some heroic shooting over there. Our big play was the bats here. We're going to try and jump over the line and tag both Galadriel and Celeborn to stop their magic and the heroic move and free up our force to be sort of not transfixed or whatever. However, it promptly failed its courage check because they both caused terror. So on to Galadriel's heroic move.
So Galadriel is moving. We're going to do a couple of spells slightly out of order, but she's going to cast a blinding light. She's going to use 1 dice plus a will.
Okay.
So yeah, that casts. Didn't need the extra will. Blinding light is now on, and the Sentinel is going to use the Song of... No, sorry. The Sentinel is going to use the Eldamar Madrigal on the Watcher in the Water, who's going to be bewitched by the, amazing horn noises.
So the Watcher is intelligence 7+, and it fails quite spectacularly on a 4, so it gets moved by the elves.
Unfortunately for the Watcher, having failed that, he is moved out of range of his tentacles, and we'll carry on with the rest of the elven moving. There weren't too many more models that we could move. We've wrapped around this slightly open flank, supporting and trapping some of the goblins here. And then on the opposite end, we have charged into the currently unengaged goblins. We've got the charge on the Warg Marauder. We've got some more models in combat. We've split up the little group on the far flank. 3 of them have gone for the lone Warg. 1 of them came running back to engage the other Warg. Now it is the goblin movement.
And the goblin move, not much to do. We've already heroic moved. We've just engaged more over here to try and even up as many fights as we could. The Beast Caller Magician has engaged here, and on the way in, he cast an Enrage Beast on this Warg. So this Warg is quite angry. Other than that, we have a couple of little shots, and then we're into combat. Goblin shooting, we fired a couple of bows, but nothing hit. The only one of significance we have, the Watcher, is in range of 1 elf. Now, since we were very rudely shoved backwards by some horn music, let's see if we can pull him into combat, because then we might be able to use him to catapult forward a little bit. D6 shots, 5, that's not bad.
That's what you want.
We're just going to put all 5 on this elf because he's the only one in range. However, blinding light from Galadriel means we need a 6. Okay, we get double 6.
Double 6s.
We might actually kill him, which would be really unfortunate. It is a strength 3 against defense
6.
So strangely, the night fighting does impact the tentacle, so it goes from a 6 to a 5 to wound. So a 5 on either of these 2. Oh, we got a spinner.
Oh, that is a taunter.
Oh, it is. We do kill him. So that pulls him out of combat with our goblins, and we don't get to slingshot. Oh well. Start of the combat phase with that unfortunate shot from the Watcher. We have 1 captain over here who's transfixed, the Black Shield captain on the right there. Was tempted to call a combat or a strike with either of the named heroes, but neither are, they're just fighting 1 elf, so I don't think I'm going to do anything. I will, however, call the Callous Leadership special rule from Durburz. It's his special rule. Everything within 6 inches gains a +1
+1 to wound.
Which is great. However, if they lose the combat on a 1, after strikes, on a 1, they take a wound. So he's very callous. But the +1 does affect him as well, which is kind of cool.
But not the wound.
Not the wound, which is nice. So he's not callous towards himself. For the elves...
we've got 2 heroes in combat. We are going to call a heroic combat on the captain, who is facing either the Marauder or a goblin.
Yep.
And Haldir, I mean, we wondered, but there isn't really. He's fighting 1 guy. Even if they kill him, which feels likely, but then they don't really have anywhere to go. So we're not going to call a heroic over there.
Okay. Into the heroic combat from the captain.
Following the matchups, the captain is fighting the goblin with an elf by his side. We are on the heroic combat.
Yep. I will shield. What the heck? Big 4 you need to beat.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to two-hand on all of them.
Why not? Big 5 goes down to 4. I do get a banner reroll for my drum. Oh, the big 6.
That's a shame. Okay, first up in the normal combats, we've got 2 elf warriors versus the enraged warg.
Yeah, I forgot to say earlier, but in the movement phase, the backcaller man enraged this warg. So we get 3 dice.
3 dice and fight 5.
Yeah, this warg is going to die at the end of the thing. His poor little heart gives out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Should I set a bar?
Yeah.
Mighty 3 high. We don't get the banner either because it's not a drum.
And because you're enraged, I'm going to strike normally rather than two-handing.
Double 2.
Double 2, so it's yours.
Amazingly, on 3 high. The enraged warg does get strength 6, so it is 3s to kill. We do get 2 elves.
We have a combat on the flank that doesn't affect anything, but 3 elves versus 1 warg.
This one's not angry. So
this one's not angry, so
dice.
Hopefully he's not going to kill all 3 elves. I think we'll do one of the green dice as one guy is two-handing here.
Sure, okay. So that's a bar. Do you get 6? No, you get 5.
Got a 5.
Do we get a 6?
Oh my god.
Okay. I'll strike one of the spear guys because they get to shield. We do get a kill. We then have a Warg Marauder versus 1 Wood Elf. We didn't shoot this time, so we do get 2 extra attacks. 3 dice versus 1, but we are lower on fight value. You're not two-handing?
I'm not going to two-hand. I seem to have lost a lot of elves to hubris.
Let's see what the Warg gets.
Oh my god.
6. Okay. Do you get the 6 to counter it?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to strike at the Warg because I think it's the most dangerous part of the terrible union. We're looking for 5s. Nope. Now we have 1 elf versus Batman.
Batman, yeah.
And 2 random goblins.
Yep.
So Batman's only got 1 attack, but he does have some might behind it.
Yeah, he'll be on the red dice. The 2 goblins are on the orange. We get a 4 high so far.
I was going to say, I'm going to two-hand.
Yeah, fine. 5
to a 4 high.
We will banner the Mightable. Goes to a 1, so we lose on the fight value.
Yeah, we're going to take a swipe at Druzag. It won't kill him, but it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
He's defense 4. We've two-handed, so it's 5s down to 4s. Nope,
big 3.
It's a 3.
We then have some warrior combats: a prowler and a support versus 1 elf. The prowler on the red, not two-handing.
Yeah, I'm not going to two-hand. Strike no normally.
Let's see, we have to beat a 4 high at the moment. Big 6. Nothing we can do about that.
Take that. All right, we are looking for 5s here. Nope. If I two-handed.
Two-handed. Adjacent, we have 4 goblins versus 2 elves. No two-handers on either side.
No.
The double 6 for
6
the goblins.
No,
2.
it's yours.
2 strikes needing 6. No, and then 2 are within range of Durburz's Callous Leadership, so they get +1 to wound, so we are down to 5s to wound. We do get it on a 6. Next to the hero combats, we have a 2-on-1 with 2 goblins against an elf. No two-hand, or yes, two-hand?
I will two-hand. I think I'm in banner range here.
Let's set you a bar of a big 2.
A big 2.
The elf gets
big 3.
3, 4 down to a 3. Banner reroll from the drum goes to a 1, so you do win that.
It is +2 to wound on this guy because Celeborn's in range. So we are looking for 3s. We still completely fail.
However, do you want to roll the 1 dice to see if he takes a wound on a 1?
Oh, yes.
Because they lost the dual roll?
No.
We have Groblog with his shiny crown against 1 elf who's striking one-handed.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah, Groblog on the orange will set your bar. Big 6.
Oh, we got the 6. The elf needs a 6 to
Yeah, you win it on fight value. No.
3.
But a banner.
Banner.
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's a 3 again.
Okay.
That's yours.
Needing 4s to wound thanks to the Callous Leadership. Groblog is on the orange. We get it not on the hero. We then have Durburz himself versus 2 elves this time with 1 support. So I have 3 dice again. Durburz on the orange dice will set your bar. A 5 so far, so that is mightable.
Yeah, I'm going to two-hand with the front guy.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's really bad.
Okay.
The green was the two-hander, so we will re-roll the not two-hand.
Support, yeah. Oh,
it's a 4, okay. It's yours, I think.
Win it on the straight dice roll. 5 on the red dice and 4s on the orange dice to kill. We get it twice. We then have a Black Shield Captain who was previously transfixed by Celeborn, so his 2 dice against 1 elf who is...
Gonna two-hand.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you want to see if you roll the big 6?
Yeah, well, let's go.
No,
I get a 4, so 3.
2 dice, 2. Let's do our banner reroll straight away into a 5. So we are winning.
No, you're two-handing, so it goes down to a 4.
Oh, we are two-handing as well, sorry.
Mine was a 4 to a 3.
Okay.
And so I will banner
Ooh,
into the exact same thing.
On to the other flank, we have Haldir and an extra elf against one poor spear goblin. Let's see what you get. He gets a 1. I'll banner reroll it straight away. A 3, beat a 3.
Yeah, we're going to two-hand on all of these guys.
Why not?
I didn't use different dice for Haldir, but doesn't matter.
You win the fight.
I went on fight. Haldir's 2 attacks go to 4, and the other guy is 2 more. We are looking for 3s on Haldir, because he is strength 4, and 4s on the normal guy.
I think he's probably dead. But
He's possibly dead.
Yeah. Only just.
We've got another combat now against another trapped goblin.
Yeah, the shield one next to the black shield. He will shield, unsurprisingly. Setting you a bar of a 5 so far.
Yeah, I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to two-hand.
Go for it. You got to commit. Give the big 6. That's
Finally. In the least critical combat, one of the elves is within 3 of Celeborn, so gets +2, and the other one's on +1. So it is 4s and 3s. Again, just do it.
Then we have the black shield against 2 more elves. We won't shield. What the hell? We'll just try and pull down an elf. Let's see what happens.
Fair enough.
We'll set you a bar of a 2. Let's just banner reroll that straight away into a 6.
Oh, crikey, he wants to live.
Yeah.
I'm going to two-hand.
Commit.
I said it before, but like...
4. You get a banner.
Yeah, one banner reroll. No, it's yours.
We are wounding on a 3. Yeah, we kill 1 elf. A little one-on-one out on the flank. Are you two-handing?
Yeah, I think I really need to, because I just need to kill. And
Let's set you a bar of a big 2. We will banner reroll it straight away into a 1.
Excellent.
So you automatically win.
I can't lose.
Well,
I've tried.
You tried. Okay.
4s.
4s to kill.
4s hit, and I get it.
A one-on-one next to the banner. I'll set you a bar with a 6. Not bad from the goblin.
Unbelievable. I'm going to two-hand.
Yep, go for it.
4. Banner reroll. 2.
Nice.
It's yours.
Needing a 4 to kill. Well, we get him on a 5. Finally, we have a goblin versus a banner and a spearman. I will shield to see if we can stay alive. Ooh, big 6.
The banner is going to two-hand, so he's on -2.
Sure, why not?
The other guy will also two-hand.
Sure. So the banner on a green.
Banner on green.
So reroll.
5 for the banner, which would go to a 4, and because he's double -2, there's no
3.
point in re-rolling his.
Yep.
I'm going to re-roll the other guy. I saw a 6.
No.
Nope.
So we just back away. And that is the end of the combat. That was pretty wild. I was just saying that might be the best round of combat I've had in Middle-earth for a long time. Purely dice related rather than any kind of inherent skill.
Genius play.
Yeah, your two-handing kind of backfired on you, but I think you got to commit. It did pull off a couple of times.
Yeah, the problem I've always found with the Lothlorien list is you just don't have any real killing power.
More crucially, no hero has even been wounded yet, and this is an assassination game, so all those kills kind of mean nothing. So yet another big priority that we got, the Watcher and the Bats are well out on the flank. All 3 of my heroes are kind of exposed now. So let's see what we do. You go first this time. Let's see what the elves roll.
Okay.
Big 1.
2.
2. Oh my goodness.
It's yours.
So it finally goes to the goblins. And start of the turn, we decided to keep priority, unsurprisingly. So the elves called.
A heroic move with Celeborn.
Yeah, so we decided to counter call with the last point of might on the Black Shield Captain because he catches the Watcher in his movement range.
Yeah.
The elves.
Yeah, we called another one on the captain on the flank here, primarily to try and stop charges.
Yeah, so we called one on Druzag, just tucked in there, just to counter call, see what we can do. I think this is going to be pretty key. 1 to 3 evil, 4 to 6 good. It goes to good. So on to one of Good's heroic moves.
The elves win the heroic move off. Although we've got to make a choice. We're going with Celeborn. He's going to move by not moving. and cast some magic on the Watcher.
Yeah, so transfix, I presume?
Yeah, he's going to do a transfix. 2 dice on it, 1 from his free allotment and 1 from his store.
Okay.
We're looking for a 3 up here. Okay, we got it on double 5.
Double 5. We're going to try and resist on 2 of his 3 remaining will.
Yep.
See if we can get 5. Oh, we get it on 6, we get 1 back.
Okay, we have made some movements. We've got to, well, for reasons that will become clear, we've cleared a little bit of a space, we've tagged up some of the goblin characters, some of the heroes, and now the Sentinel is going to sing/blow the madrigal of Eldamar. It's an Eldamar madrigal. He's casting it, blowing it, whatever he does against the Black Shield Captain.
Yep.
Who's going to take an intelligence check.
He is intelligence 7+. He is fine on a double 6.
He's fine, that's great. Okay, with that having failed, Galadriel is going to compel the Black Shield Captain. She needs a 3 up. She's going to spend 1 from her store and the free one. Okay.
Double 6. We might as well try and resist with our 1 will on the Black Shield Captain. Oh, a 5. We are out of might, sadly, so we don't resist.
He ends up in combat with this 1 elf.
And with the good heroic move, evil have moved. It was Druzag's heroic move over here, the Batman. He's just tagged up as many elves as possible. We shut down the elf captain's heroic, but we had one of ours shut down, so sort of a trade there. Tried to make as many trapped models as possible. This side, we've just tried to run in and save who we can, but it's looking a little thinner this side. We did follow up on our plan to jump the bats in. They've gone right over there, kind of struggling to find a place to help out anyone else. So they've 1v1'd a banner. Maybe we can kill a banner or at least tie it up. And the Watcher has just shuffled forward again. He's missing out on the party so far. So he's decided he's going to move forward again. And on this flank, the Warg just charged 2 elves because it seemed to work last time. Let's see what we can do. There isn't any elf shooting, but we have some goblin shenanigans. Goblin shooting was of no import. However, we have the Watcher. Can he do his tentacle trick again? That sounds not PG. How many shots does he get? 4. That's pretty good. He is going to target, he's going to start with Haldir to try and save our Black Shield Captain. Hits on a 3. Misses. Second shot, misses, double 1.
Oh my god.
Third shot, hits. Okay, it's a strength 3 hit against defense 6.
Yeah.
6 is to wound, no. However, Haldir does get picked up and brought into combat. And the 4th shot, we'll just shoot at Haldir again, see if we can wound him. Yeah, we hit. 6s, no. And start of the combat phase, we hummed and hard, decided Durburz is going to heroic combat because we have a trapped elf with a prowler and a support. Hopefully we can win that one. And for the elves?
Yeah, we're going to do a strike on Haldir, who's facing the tentacle monster.
Yeah, makes sense. So he is automatically higher fight even on a 1. So we go into the heroic combat. Into the heroic fight, amazingly, reminded very kindly by Julian that I am actually fight 5 in this fight because Durburz is 4 plus 1 against a trapped model.
Yeah.
So we have 2 dice from Durburz, 1 from a goblin and 1 from a prowler -1. I presume you're not two-handing?
No, and I am in fact going to shield.
That's a very sensible idea.
I will roll my dice.
Yeah. Big 5, not bad. Okay, Durburz, 4 with might behind him. The prowler at -1, gets the big 6. We'll start with the prowler. It's against a trapped elf. He has a 2-handed weapon plus backstabbers, so he's actually wounding on 4s. 2 strikes, we get it on 1. And the both of them just pile forward to help out the Black Shield Captain fighting 1 elf. We're then into the non-heroic combats, and it's Evil's choice for this turn, which is great. We're going to choose to fight the banner with the bats because that could be significant. 2 attacks from the bats. We do get that big 6. That's really good.
I've lost.
Strength 3, defense 5, 5's to wound. Oh no, we get it.
So close.
Almost on a full. We then have the Black Shield versus 2 Wood Elves. We will shield to try and stay alive. 5 high.
We're two-handing.
5
4
down to
high. We will banner it. And yep, you stay alive.
2 goblins. We roll a double 5.
Ouch.
1 banner.
I will banner that into a 5.
Win on fight value.
And I kill him.
A spear versus a Wood Elf. We get a big 6.
Yeah, I will strike normal into a 2. In fact, actually, this is where two-handing would have helped. That's yours.
4s to kill. Oh, we get a 6.
Doesn't matter. One more one-on-one on this side.
Yeah, regular goblin. We'll just fight normally. We get another 6.
I'm also fighting normally.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that 6.
Oh
Almost.
my god.
Banner. What the tray? Are we getting excited? 5, not quite. 4s to kill? No. A black shield versus 1 elf. I'll fight normal.
Yeah, I'll fight normal.
Okay, you set a bar. Let's see if it helps.
2.
1.
Yes.
Banner wide, or
my
18
God.
banner. We up to a 3.
I'm going to say I'm within banner range.
Yeah, let's say.
I really need this.
No. 5s to kill? No, not on a 2. Then we have 2 goblins against 1 elf. Who's striking normally?
Yeah, I'll strike normally.
Okay, the goblins get a big 6.
Watch as I either roll a 1 or a 6 here.
Ooh. Yeah, you predicted it.
It's a 6. Now watch as I roll a 4. No, it's a 1.
Even worse.
I'm a Lorien guard.
You are.
I get to re-roll.
There you go.
Yes.
Pays off. Then we have Groblog and a spear support versus 1 elf. Are you fighting normally?
Yeah, I'm going to fight normally here.
Okay, so set us a bar, see if you win automatically. You do.
I do. Yeah, 6 is here. Nope.
We then have the aftermath of the heroic combat. We have Durburz, the Black Shield Captain, and a Prowler versus 1 poor elf. However, you're not trapped, so you are back to winning on fight value.
Yes.
1/6 and it's all over. What are you going to do?
I'm going to two-hand.
Brave, got to do it.
I've got to go for broke.
See if
I
you
mean,
get
I'm
6.
almost broke.
Oh,
Yes!
it starts paying off.
And with my strike, I'm going to put it into the Black Shield Captain. Let's see if I can wound him. Lorien guard. I get to re-roll the 1.
Could be jammy. Oh,
Into
my
a
goodness.
1.
Oh, it's not meant to be. Flipping over to the other flank with Druzag, we're going to do the captain, the elf captain first, because he's currently trapped. Doesn't help us with fight value, but it might help us with strikes.
Yeah.
Are you two-handing, good sir?
Yeah, screw it. I'm going to two-hand.
Against the regular goblins. Yeah,
Yes.
got the big 6.
Elf captain's a strength 4, which means the unarmored goblin, well, armored but not like shielded, we're going to start with them. So that's on a 3.
Yep.
That kills him. And then the other guy's on a 4. Doesn't kill the other guy.
We then have 2 goblins and a prowler versus a trapped elf. Are you two-handing?
Yeah, it's gone well for me this turn, so I'm going to do it.
See if you get the big 6.
Nope.
No.
That was hubris.
-1 on the red dice for the prowler. We do win it on a 4. With two-hander and backstabbers, we are wounding on 3s. We get it once. We have another 2v1 with 1 elf against 2 goblins. Are you two-handing?
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay. Goblins get a double 6. Come on, big elf 6.
No, it's a 1.
Not trapped, so we need a 5 to wound. We get a double 5. Then we have a poor elf versus the Warg Marauder, Druzag, and a single goblin. Are you going to two-hand?
Yes, why not?
Can you get that big 6? Oh,
No, I can roll a 1.
Scared for a minute. We get quite a lot of attacks back.
Please roll all 1s.
No, sadly not. So we do win. We'll just roll the Marauder's dice first. 5s to kill. We do get it on 1 dice. One final warrior, 1v1. Just a regular bow goblin versus a wood elf. Are you two-handing?
Yes.
Big 2. Goblin. Big 6.
I need the pain to end.
4s to kill. No.
Finally, we have the combat between a pretty boy elf and a tentacle monster.
Yep.
A match made in Japanese manga. How they did call the heroic strike.
So he's automatically higher fight value. How much higher?
Not higher. 7.
7. But it's enough. Let's see what. Do you want to see what you've got to beat? Shall I roll?
No, I want to roll my 2 dice.
Fine. You roll your 2 dice. Do you get the 6?
Unsurprisingly, I'm not going to two-hand.
Oh, okay, fine.
And that means that I will roll a 6 or 1s.
Yes, fine. Double 1.
Let's
please.
go.
Yeah,
Yep,
got the 6.
got the
You win
6.
automatically. I will back away. You are strength 4 against defense 6.
5s to wound the Watcher.
Ooh,
That's a wound on the Watcher.
we may as well spend his 1 point of fate, see if we can keep him unwounded. Nope. So he has taken a wound.
And that's another extremely bruising round of combat for the elves. We're actually broken at this point, though no hero has taken a wound other than the Watcher.
The Watcher has just taken a wound.
But he fated it, right?
No.
Oh, he failed the fate. Sorry. Yeah. So one hero has taken a wound. If it's my target, well, hey. But I'll be broken, and we're on to priority.
Yeah, start of next turn. So let's see what the priority we can do. Big one from the goblins.
It goes to the elves.
It goes to the elves. So let's see what we do next turn. And with the elves keeping priority, we called a move on Durburz, spending his first point of might, catches most people in response.
Yeah, to counter call, we are calling a move on Celeborn.
Catches most things. And then as a final thing, on this side, we decided to keep the pressure up. Druzag is spending his last point of might to heroic move, catch that bubble of goblins over there. Right, really big one again. Whose goes off first? 1 to 3 evil, 4 to 6 good. Oh,
goes good.
That's not what we want.
Okay, with the elves winning the move, Celeborn is charging into the Black Shield Captain, but before he does that, he is casting a Transfix on the Watcher in the Water, predictably. Yeah. He's going to use one of his store, his free one. We're looking for a free up here. We get a 6.
Oof. Okay, I've just got to use both points of the Watcher's remaining will. Pray for a 6. Oh, we do. We get to keep 1 will.
Okay, we've moved quite a few extra models in. We're kind of tagging things up. Forgot to mention the breaking, but Celeborn passed his courage check, standing fast all of the warriors, and then Galadriel and Haldir have passed their courage checks as well.
Oh, good.
We have charged in everyone. Galadriel's now going to also attempt to transfix on the Watcher. Again, 1 from her store, 1 free one.
Yep.
It's on a 3.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 points of might.
Blimey. Okay.
On Galadriel.
To make it a 5.
To make it a 5.
Right. The Watcher has 1 point of will and resistant to magic. So the resistant gets it on a 5.
Oh
the will gets it on a 6, so it gets to keep it.
Oh my god. Okay, with the failings of our magical shenanigans, we are now going to have to instead try the Sentinel with his magic horn to bewitch the Watcher again. It's cast, you need to intelligence resist it.
Oh yes, so it is the Watcher 7+. That is an 8. And with Durburz being tagged, his heroic doesn't go off, so Druzag's does. He's just shuffled sideways and brought a bunch of elves. He's brought a bunch of goblins with him. We engaged the last 2 elves over here and tried to relieve the sort of central bit here. Didn't do too well, but
it's not like it's really under threat.
No, and then the Watcher just scooted forward an inch or 2. Hopefully his little tentacles will be able to make some more friends. But on to very small amount of shooting. And into the shooting phase, we had a couple of goblins we could shoot, but to be honest, we're trying not to kill our own men this time. So on to the Watcher. Let's see how many shots he gets. 1.
Yes!
The elves like that. We're going to try and put a shot on Haldir and drag him back into combat. Let's see what we can do. 3 up to hit. That is a big 6. Do we wound him? Strength 3, defense 6? No. And with that, he doesn't take any damage, but he gets picked up and brought over here next to the Watcher to continue their hugfest. On to the combats. And the start of the combat phase, a bit of a difficult one. Theoretically, one of Groblog or Durburz could get to fight 8 if they managed to roll really high on a strike and then got into combat with Haldir. But we can't. And him being trapped, but we can't because there's no combo there. The bats are also tied up. That would have been really useful. So we've called a heroic combat on Durburz just because if he wins, he might be able to go and help the Black Shield Captain. Other than that, the elves have decided to call a heroic strike on Haldir for some reason. So he's striking. Nothing else on the board, so into Durburz's heroic combat. Start the combat, we have a heroic combat, Durburz, and a prowler, both with spear supports versus 1 elf. What are we doing with the elf?
Striking normally.
Okay, on a 6, you do win the combat, however.
Yep, and watch as I roll that or a 1.
It's a
no,
3.
it's a 3.
We do have 2 dice from Durburz. Okay, we get
6. I will banner.
Banner. Oh, you
Into a
cheeky
6, yes.
sausage. Durburz will make his way. The Prowler doesn't have anywhere to go, but that's fine. He can be trapped.
I'll strike Durburz. That is a wound.
We will try and fate that, as it is victory points. So 1 of his fate. No. We're out of might, so we'll just throw the second fate at it. Yeah, that is on a 4. So both fate gone, but he survives unwounded. Out on the flank, the bravest little warg that could. 1v1 wood elf. The warg gets a big 5.
The elf rolls a 4.
Okay, the warg is killing on 4s. No.
Then closer in, we have a captain versus 2 goblins. I had the option for him to also fight the Warg Marauder, but seeing as the Warg Marauder would get 4 attacks,
4, yeah.
I decided not to. The captain is trapped, but there's goblins still only going to fight 4.
Yep.
No, fight 3.
Fight 3, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do the captain. He's going to 2-hand.
What the hell?
Yep, that's
high.
exactly what I expected.
2 goblins. Yeah, get a 4.
Yeah, I love it.
4 strikes. We need a 6 to wound him. We get 1.
Might as well spend our fate point. Nope. Captain takes a wound. Next up, we have a frankly ludicrous combat between a single elf and a whole bunch of goblins and a dog. How many attacks do you have?
I think I got 9. I might be miscounting, but let's see. Yeah, we get a 6.
I can still win this.
You win on a roll of a single.
If I roll a 6. I did say I was going to 2-hand.
Why not?
Because, you know, why not?
Oh,
so close.
So close.
A 5, so it's a loss there. I am very trapped.
The warg needs 4s, rolling this twice. Yeah, he's dead. We then have the elf sentinel versus 2 speary goblins.
Yeah.
Set a bar, why don't you? Big 6.
6.
Okay, you win that.
Failed to wound though.
We then have Groblog and a spear support versus 1 little elf. What are you up to?
I'm just going to strike normally.
Sure. Let's set your bar a big 6.
Okay, let's see if we get that 6.
Oh, you cheeky bugger.
Should have 2-handed, obviously. We are looking for 6s here. But +1 from Celeborn. We rolled a 1, but with the Lorien Guard upgrade, we can re-roll that 1 into a 2. Excellent.
Next to that, we have a Prowler and a Goblin versus 1 elf. Prowler's on the red. Are you 2-handing?
No, we're going to strike normally here.
Okay. Double 1.
Yes, I like it.
5. Does our banner reroll get us the big 6? No, 1 again. So you win.
Yeah, we'll try and kill the Prowler, but fail.
On the flanks, we have the Bats versus 1 wood elf. 2 dice. We get a big 5.
Oh, that's pretty good. Get the 6. And really where we don't need it, but can't remember. I think it's 5s. No.
Not a 2. We then have a Black Shield warrior versus an elf. 1 attack either side. Big 5. And
It's big 4. I will banner it. You will then drum it. Oh. It's still a 4. It's yours.
4s to kill. We do get 1. Coming up on the end of the warrior fights, we have 3 goblins versus 1 wood elf. See if you roll a 6. You get the 1. You might be out of banner range. Let's see what the goblins get. No, you do get a big 6. We need 4s to wound. Yeah, we get it 3 times. A fairly messy combat. We have Galadriel, Celeborn, a banner, and the Black Shield captain. So everyone is at -1 because Galadriel and Celeborn are unarmed. Celeborn, however, has a spear support who isn't -1. The Black Shield captain's out of might. Celeborn has a little bit of might. We have rerolls both sides. I'll set you a bar with the goblins because if this rolls low, it's not going to take too long.
Yeah,
we got a 4, and I will just banner reroll one of those straight away. So a 4 high to beat. That doesn't sound too much.
My banner is 2-handing.
Sure.
So the banner's on -2. We'll start with the banner one. Let's see what he gets. So he's on a 1. Galadriel and Celeborn. Celeborn is on the green dice because he's got might.
Yep.
So he's on a 3. What did you roll?
A 4.
A 4. So
no, I'm on a 3. Sorry, 2-hander. The Black Shield captain is trapped. He can't back away. That gap is too small. So you get double your strikes.
Yes. We will start with Celeborn, and then we'll do Galadriel. So the Black Shield captain is defense 6. Celeborn and Galadriel are both strength 4, I believe. So it is 5s on these guys. Okay, so that's 1 wound from Celeborn. And then Galadriel, she does nothing. We have a spear support. He gets +1 from the Celeborn bonus. 6s to 5s, so nothing. But Lorien Guard, he can reroll the 1 into a 1, obviously. And then the banner, the two-handing banner man. He is on 4s, and he's got 2 strikes. Come on. That's a wound.
Okay.
And then a re-roll. 2 wounds.
So he is dead. Another warrior. 2 goblins versus 1 wood elf. The goblins get a big 5.
Yep. We're gonna not 2-hand here into a 5.
We'll do a banner reroll. See if we can get that big 6. No, so you win.
And we get a kill. Final combat of the round.
Yeah, the potentially more important one, Haldir versus the Watcher, round 2. Haldir did strike.
He did indeed. Yeah, let's see what he gets
he
up to.
He automatically wins, but
still 7.
7 could be enough. I'll roll the Watcher this time. We have 6 dice. We get 6. We get a 5 with a point of might if we need it.
I'm going to 2-hand.
Yeah, fair.
Just see if I can do the damage. I really can't.
Okay, a 1 and a 2, so you are sadly out of banner range. The Watcher does win. Haldir, more importantly, is trapped. It's a difficult one. I could rend with the Watcher and wound on 3, strength 6 versus strength 4, or strike 12 times at strength 6, defense 6, wounding on 4s. I think I'm going to go for the latter one. I think I'm going to roll 12 dice. I need 4s to try and kill Haldir here. Okay, we get it.
Yeah,
3 times on the first set of dice.
Really...
and the second time, how many times did he die? 5 times, so he takes 5 wounds.
Yeah, Haldir does have the one final blow special rule, which does mean that he does get to strike back. It's a strength 4 hit, and he gets the 2-hand bonus.
Yeah, we've said he gets 2-hand bonus because he was 2-handing, so he's wounding on
4s. 4, let's go.
There we go. So he does, out of spite, cut off a tentacle or something.
Yeah, and the Watcher had spent his fate already, right? Yeah, and so, at least he's taken 2 wounds.
Yeah, down to 4 wounds.
Yeah, so that was a rough combat. I think it's possible that we have both got our assassination targets.
Possibly.
Haldir does seem to have been targeted, and I must have pulled the Black Shield Captain into that for some reason.
Yep.
However, I'm broken. You're not broken?
No, so we're probably 7 or 8 away from breaking, and amazingly, we've done really well fighting these elves.
I mean, it's astonishing, to be honest. Specifically the wargs as well. I feel like they've done real good. Per the rules for the scenario, on a 1 or a 2, the game will end. Otherwise, it will continue. Let's see if it carries on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a 2.
So the game ends. That might be what the goblins want, but let's tot up the scores and see, and get back to you in the post-game. And that was kind of unexpected. A wild game. I will say, we spent a while building this board, and we actually have done a board build video where we go over how we build our boards, and we were laughing. We basically ended up playing in this 1/4 of the board.
Pretty much.
But that's how it goes in a lot of Middle-earth games. The deployment and the objective kind of dictate how your games go. How did you find that, Jules, with...
I mean, you said it was unexpected, but I think in Assassination, the Watcher is pretty king.
Yeah.
Especially when the things that you can assassinate aren't super amazing.
Potentially, yes. It was a favourable scenario, but I would say the goblins needed the leg up in ways other than, so say, we had, I think we were sort of holding our heads behind the camera at the dice rolling. It wasn't just that yours was very bad for a couple of turns, it was that mine was very good for a couple of turns, plus my special rule kicked in with almost no negative effects. And they happened at the same time, which...
But it had no negative effects. No one died from the wound.
Yeah, sorry, but that's what I mean. But it could have had, if they'd lost a lot of combats.
It could have, yeah.
It could have led to a lot of...
But you didn't, you only lost like 2. Or I think you lost 1, actually.
Well, I might have lost 1 where the person then didn't die. I lost a few where they died, and then so there's no need to roll for the whatever the rule is.
Or they were out of range.
Yeah, whichever one it was.
But yeah, I mean, I think the Watcher is really good at being an assassin. I think that is the Watcher's primary purpose in a Moria list.
Yeah, I'd agree. Your magic also whiffed. Well, it did okay, but actually the Watcher also did.
The Watcher just tanked the magic
fantastically. He passed 1, failed 1 on the Sentinel's magic horn, whatever it is.
Which is average, right? Because he's 7 up.
That wasn't too bad. But I think he got 2. I think he passed 3 resistance tests, and out of that he rolled 2 6s, so got 2 points of will back.
Yeah. I mean that was strong.
I don't think he ever ran. I think he finished the game with 1 point of will. So
yeah, and he's still got the resistance to magic.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was really, really actually painful. I mean, on that final turn, I was really hoping to transfix the Watcher. Then Haldir might have had the opportunity to heroic combat. He could have actually got onto his target and killed him, which reminds me, maybe we should actually talk about
the VPs.
The VPs.
So basically, our targets were.
So I was trying to kill the Black Shield. They are
Black Shields.
Black Shields. The Black Shield Goblin Captain.
Yep, with the one with the cape on his back, and I was trying to kill Haldir.
Yeah.
No great surprise. I mean, you guys have watched the intro, so you should know. But
And my assassin was Haldir.
Your assassin was Haldir. I think probably the right choice because Galadriel and Celeborn are both high fight with a lot of might, but they're unarmed.
Yep.
So -1 on the dual roll, and they're only strength 4 with no weapons.
Yeah.
Haldir at least has strike. He has a hand and a half, and a bit more armor.
Well, I was also thinking he's got a bow that he can take 2 shots with, and I was like, there's a good chance that he could maybe kill someone before the game starts.
Yeah, very good point.
Essentially, but no.
My assassin was the Watcher because, frankly, in this list, who else would you pick?
Yes, I mean
he is very good. Obviously, he's like perfect assassination unit, but the Goblin heroes, as we saw, can be outfought by elf warriors because they're fight 4. They might get to 5.
Not just elf warriors. I mean, like a lot of warriors, they can be outfought by because they are fight 4.
Yeah,
top.
they might be able to get to 5. A couple of them have strike. So those are our targets and our assassins. The Haldir didn't participate in the Black Shield Captain dying.
No.
So that granted you 9 points because your assassination target died. I managed to kill Haldir right at the end of the game, and the assassin, the Watcher, did manage to kill him. So that grants the goblins 12 points, Moria 12 points. Neither of us got general, even wounded. You got close, but I
got close. I mean, but not really by like much intent. I just, you were actually quite. You were initially hesitant with your heroes, and then you just were like, "Yep, put them in." Like,
kind of needed the line, to be honest. The line was kind of stretching a bit. So neither of us got any points for that. Broken. The Moria got 3 points for breaking the elves quite quickly. Unexpected.
Stunningly. I mean,
that's the part was unexpected. That's why the unexpected part was how good the regular goblins did at killing regular elves.
Yeah,
that was the unexpected part. So 3 points to Moria,
and the wargs did really well.
Yes,
I mean they were mostly fighting pajama guys, but
and the enrage actually. Okay, we'll get onto this, but the enraged beast was really good. Again, probably as a novice Moria player in this edition, but I hadn't used enraged beast before,
you hadn't used Druzag before.
Druzag either, yeah. So I suppose it's a nice thing as well because normally you can't take wargs in this list, where it's a nice thing to be able to. He's quite expensive, but he gives you that utility to throw wargs in, which is really cool.
Yeah, I mean there's a reason why he's 80 points.
Yeah, which is a lot for a goblin. So the Moria gained 3 for broken and Lothlorien 0. The assassin, you get a point for your assassin being alive at the end of the game. The Watcher was alive. Haldir sadly was not, so Moria got a point for that. And if your target that your opponent chose was alive at the end of the game, you got a point. Neither of us got that, so we both got 0. So that ends the game on 16 to Moria and 9 to Lothlorien.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, we say this quite a lot with Middle-earth, but this is sort of the reverse. Normally, the score doesn't necessarily represent quite how tight the game was.
Yeah.
In this one, it felt pretty devastating for the elves.
Yeah, if it was a game to tabling, like we just played until one side was tabled, I don't think the elves would have lasted another couple of turns. Maybe 1 or 2, but especially if you kept up your dice roll.
I might have actually started rolling some good dice.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, you were at the end. You started 2-handing and then getting those 6s.
Yeah.
I think it was that turn that the goblins got really good rolls, plus they had a bonus. You also committed to the 2-handing, and it just absolutely did not pay off.
And then every time I was like, no, I won't 2-hand, I rolled a 6.
Yes. Dice are bastards, basically. I think it was an interesting one from that regard. I was slightly stunned by how well the just Moria Goblin warriors did.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I suppose the thing is of my 9 points, all of them came from the Hail Mary of being able to manage to kill the Black Shield Captain with 3 models that had -1 on the duel roll.
And one that didn't.
And one that didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I also had -1, so.
You also had -1, but which was why I picked the Black Shield Captain.
No, that's a good point. That's a good idea. Yeah, it was interesting. The bats terror of last edition, I think possibly because of the we were fighting such a contained space. That was actually
they're not very good. They're not very good if you have like a line smash, essentially, because they want to be able to kind of sneak round or get a trap on someone, and there just wasn't any of that.
A key combat against an enemy hero, you sneak them in to be able to half their fight value. There wasn't anywhere to land them because they're quite a big base. That was partly because I chose to do not a really long deployment because I was wary that I didn't have that many more models than you, so I wanted to just scrunch up.
And also, of course, with the bats, if you were charging like Galadriel or Celeborn or Haldir or the normal elf captain, they'd still go to fight 3, which just means that they draw with any goblins.
Yes.
Like
yeah, you need to get one of your heroes into a bat enemy hero.
Yeah.
A batted enemy hero. The dream combination is the Watcher and the bats, which we used last edition, but now specifically can't be used the turn they drag someone into combat, which I think is very fair because it was an absolute.
In the last edition, also it was slightly screwy, but strictly you could drag someone into combat with the Watcher and the Bat because of placement.
Oh, absolutely! If you left the perfect gap, you could just drag someone in, and they were immediately tagged with the Bat and the Watcher.
Yeah, but now the rules have changed, and basically you have to be charged to have been engaged,
or you have to loop the bats back into combat with a heroic combat.
Yeah. There's really ways around it, but it
was really difficult. For me, another MVP was the Warg Marauder. Again, painted up last night because we've had the model for ages. Surprisingly good. I've always sort of glanced at them and gone, "There's a lot of points for a cavalry model."
Yeah, it feels. I mean, the thing with Moria is when you're paying 5 points for your warriors.
Yeah.
Everything else feels expensive.
Yes. But I think the shooting never really did much, but it was a nice threat. A couple of shots that don't, you could move 10 and still shoot, or shoot in combat. And then the ability to get 4 attacks on the charge if you don't shoot your bow, doubling to 8 if you're fighting infantry.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a real shame that it's a legacy unit now.
Yeah, it's such a cute model as well. As I was building it and assembling it, they look like they're having so much fun.
Yeah, one of the goblins on the back is just going like, yeah!
I mean, you would, right? Yeah. You and your friends having a little joyride.
Yeah, I mean, I think it adds a lot to Moria that, it kind of misses out on. I mean, maybe that's deliberate in the new design of the list, but the ability to have some cavalry, some movement.
Yeah.
You can get a little bit of that with the bats and the spiders or the dogs, because you can take the wargs, which we did take, and they were really good.
Well, especially with enraged beasts. So
yeah,
that's another one that I've not really used at all. I've not used the Marauder, and I've not used enraged beasts, and I've kind of always looked at it and thought that's a bit of an odd one, but okay. I think last edition could Druzag take spiders?
No, but the other guy could. Ashrak
could. So theoretically, you could take some of the hunting spiders and then enrage them. And enrage them. Even more, because they get venomous attacks or something.
Yeah.
So then you get even more juicy.
And I think the big thing in the last edition was the Assault on Lothlorien could take the Warg Chieftain.
Yeah.
That you could enrage.
Oh, that's
and then nasty. He wouldn't die.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing. You're committing to a model dying, and if you lose that dual roll.
Yeah.
Oh well, but
often if you've lost the dual roll, they die anyway.
Yeah, wargs in particular.
I think Druzag. He can take 12 models in his warband. He could have 12 wargs.
It might be worth
it. And just pop off enraged beasts on them and.
Do Fury once and then 4 enraged beasts.
3, because if he did the 4th one, the Fury stops.
Oh, true. Yeah. But that's maybe worth an idea. I suppose thematically, we basically are playing the Assault on Lothlorien.
Yeah, like a sort of a funny, or the Lothlorien assault on.
Like a Dol Guldur.
Moria,
or Moria,
or something.
After the War of the Ring, maybe.
The Watcher has moved to the other side of Redhorn.
He's just chilling. He's moving around.
Can he swim under?
Who knows? Clearly, Lothlorien. This is 2 over 2 on the channel. Lothlorien.
Yeah, they haven't done well on the channel.
Not a 400 and not a 800. This was our first outing of Moria goblins. They were actually they're an oldish army. I think the one we have almost the most painted for.
Yeah,
we took them to doubles a couple of years ago. It is why the Watcher is on the old base, because he's on we made a fully bespoke resin pour sort of water effect, so he's coming out of the water, and there's absolutely no way in hell we are putting that
onto a larger base.
There's no way to break him out of that, and there's no way to sort of blend it into a larger base. So if we go to an event with him, we might just buy a new one. But there we are, an assault on Lothlorien that was successful for once.
Well, I mean, they're still alive.
Yeah, they're fine. Who cares about Haldir? He's also over 2. He's fated to die.
I mean, I think I took this Lothlorien army pretty much to a 800-point event, and I think Haldir died in 5 out of 6 games.
Oh, really?
Whereas Galadriel and Celeborn never died, and Galadriel died a single time.
Wow, interesting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We had a lot of fun. It's quite late. If you do want any of these dice that we've been rolling all day, they are available through certain subscription tiers in our Patreon. If you subscribe, and after a determined amount of time, I can't remember what it is, you get these for free. Can't remember what colours there are, but we'll put it up.
You probably don't want my dice.
Yeah, maybe not the blue ones, maybe the orange and red ones. But who knows? Speaking of Patreons, we have to say a big thank you to our small but growing band of patrons on Patreon.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Patreon patrons.
Something like that. Who comment and subscribe to a lot of our, they subscribe to our Patreon, they comment on our patrons. Posts. If you are a member of Patreon, you get early access to every single one of our videos, exclusive content. We do a kind of blog thing, written blog thing. We have a few bits and bobs, some downloads, some things we've created that you get exclusively for Patreon. They should also be on the bottom of the screen, so you get your name stamped on. Thank you to these lovely people. Other than that, Jules, what else can people do?
They can join us on our Discord.
Oh yeah, Discord's cool.
Which is fun, hang out there. And obviously, like and subscribe to this video. It really helps.
And comment. Well,
and a comment, yes.
We really love, I don't know if it does anything for the algorithm anymore. It used to be very effective, but I don't really care. The comments are so lovely. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Logging into YouTube and reading what people have said about our work. Sometimes it's, you should have done this, and that's very silly. But they're usually completely right. But that's fine. I think that's more than enough. It's very late where we are, so thank you for watching. There'll be another video along pretty soon. There's a board build video either out before or after this. And keep an eye out for more Quest of the Ringbearer, because it's coming very soon, and we filmed a whole bunch for it. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.